Setting and respecting boundaries, or lack thereof, are directly related to bullying and teen dating violence, which can be categorized by emotional abuse, physical abuse, and sexual violence. The roles of dating violence may well be defined as perpetrator and victim, or intermingled, so each partner at times may behave as both perpetrator and victim. The intentional use of force is categorized as physical abuse. Examples of emotional abuse include humiliation, controlling, withholding information, deliberately diminishing or embarrassing, or isolating from family and friends. Any sexual act that is forced against someone's will is considered sexual abuse. The sex act may be completed or attempted, contact or non-contact. Here are some examples of non-contact sexual abuse. Voyeurism, intentional exposure of an individual to exhibitionism. Pornography, verbal or behavioral sexual harassment. Threats of sexual violence. Taking or posting nude photographs of a sexual nature of another person. Posting inappropriate photos is considered cyberbullying. If cyberbullying occurs on campus or through the CCS internet system, bully prevention procedures must be followed. Action is also an obligation if it occurs off campus and causes mental or physical harm and is sufficiently severe, persistent, or pervasive that it creates an intimidating, threatening, or abusive educational environment for a student or school personnel. Texting may become a controlling element, emotional or sexual abuse that carries over to cyberspace, like sending unwanted text or posting images on the internet, is considered electronic aggression. Because teens are fairly new to dating, they might not be able to recognize that they are in an unhealthy relationship. They may confuse controlling with caring, or simply be misguided by current role models at the home or through media. Risk factors for dating violence include low self-esteem, emotional dependence or neediness, age differences, drugs and alcohol, previous violence, acceptance of traditional gender roles, unhealthy family relationships, or lack of parental support. The consequences of dating violence include engaging in physical fights, depression, suicide attempts, eating disorders, drug and alcohol abuse, risky sexual behavior, medical problems such as anxiety, headaches, stomach aches, sleeplessness, the inability to succeed at school or at work, poor attendance, alienation from friends and family, loneliness, loss of friends, respect, lack of participation in classroom or school activities. Ultimately, we want to prevent teen dating violence before it happens. So recognize the warning signs. Consistent or sudden attendance problems, drop in grades, a sudden request for school schedule changes, or noticeable weight change, becoming quieter than usual, isolation, regular bruising or other injuries, or signs of controlling such as one person's arm is always firmly around the other person, or monopolizing time, or constantly checking in, texting, IMing, or tweeting. Some of these warning signs may seem familiar from earlier modules. Educators can prevent teen dating violence by defining and teaching it, modeling healthy relationships, building relationships with students, creating opportunities to talk, taking appropriate action towards unacceptable behavior, not using or allowing dehumanizing or sexually objectifying language, and by identifying warning signs and referring to support staff. Students with current or previous experience with physical, social, or emotional abuse may need assistance with social skills, appropriate relationships, concentration, anxiety, or depression.